day.
Yeah. So if I ever win an Oscar, I'll say I dedicate this to my great gay friend, Joey.
Well, I would like it for two reasons. One, because I found in my life that it's not a disadvantage with women when I was pursuing them. I wasn't. I wouldn't. In high school, some people did think I was gay, and I found that worked out well for me. It created kind of a false air of mystery that some chicks got into.
Huh.
Also, it made you safer. So until your penis had actually crossed the threshold, they weren't sure.
Right.
So I wouldn't mind that. But
we're not talking SHIT on Christmas, Welsh Dragon. The reason we're not out trying to get laid is that we're both more interested in Torah than in sex.
And for me, now Luke is probably not as big a fan of Jesus as I am, but for me, all right, Jesus. Like I said on my Facebook status that I'm 206 pounds and pretty for Jesus today.
Welsh Dragon says I'm stuck at work or I'd be out there chasing the pickle.
Chasing the pickle?
Pickle, that sounds gay.
Yeah,
is that gay?
Is that gay?
Sounds really
gay. It's okay
gay.
if it is, but
it's alright. Like, be who you are.
Yeah. There's nothing wrong with the pickle.
There's nothing wrong with it.
I won't.
Except from a Torah perspective, you should be put to death.
And I have kind of a viscerally negative response to it, but I'm pretending not to.
It totally grosses us out, but that's not socially acceptable to say. So we have to pretend that we think that you're like a decent human being, but really we just want to vomit right now.
Well, pickle also is not. If a guy,
chasing the pickle.
If a guy is into guys, at least I think the way he describes his desire.
A little more appetizing than
than the pickle. That sounds kind of gross.
So the Torah portion this week is Miketz.
Yes, and let me turn to it.
Which is Genesis 41 to Genesis chapter 44, verse 17. And Jews in the diaspora usually read it in the 10th Sabbath after Simchat Torah. It's read on the Sabbath of Hanukkah. And there will be 3 Torah scrolls this Shabbat. One Torah scroll for Hanukkah, 1 Torah scroll for Rosh Chodesh, the New Year, and the new month, not the New Year, and then 1 Torah scroll for the weekly Parsha.
Wait, what? There's 3.
They're gonna. It's 3 Torah scroll Shabbos. They're gonna bring out 3 Torah scrolls to read from on Shabbos.
Wow, it's like a hat trick, but Jewish.
Yeah.
I never even occurred to me. So you use a separate Torah scroll for each reading. Cool. But not many synagogues can pull that off. 3 Torah scrolls cost a lot of money. I mean, a lot of them only have 1, right?
Most synagogues have at least 3.
God, synagogues are loaded. That's expensive.
Yeah,
aren't they like $20,000 each.
Yeah, $20,000 to $50,000 each.
Good Lord.
One of the things that makes Torah Talk so exciting is that for Joey, most of this is virgin territory. And it's such a thrill to be able to share something for the first time with somebody. It's like...
It is new, sorry.
Could you talk about these socks?
Oh, yeah,
Speaking of gay-friendly?
Yeah, that's true. These are gay-friendly socks.
Make sure you can see those.
They are very, I like the kind of beige-ish. I'm becoming a little more interested again in my clothes and pulling out things I haven't worn in a long time. They're kind of beige-ish, but they're very sparkly and little patterns. And then up at the top here, they have kind of a camel ring. I don't know.
Camel toe?
No, not as appetizing as that, but still pretty good. And I think, like I said, I wanted to be pretty for Jesus today.
Now, Welsh Dragon says that chasing the pickle's not gay where he's from, and he accuses us of sitting arm in arm on the Lord's big day. I guess it's kind of like in the movie Brokeback Mountain, where the 2 guys say to each other, "I'm not a fag or anything."
Right.
Just
right.
Cornholing the other.
Right.
And it might be just after cornholing the other.
That they just want to reaffirm that that's not what it looked like.
Yeah. And I remember when their boss talked to them, wouldn't rehire them because they'd been playing Stem the Rose.
Is that what he says?
Stem the Rose.
Stem the Rose?
Yeah.
Well, okay, that's fine. Well, Welsh Dragon, so in Wales, in Kimru,
Chasing the pickle is a thoroughly heterosexual and manly activity.
All right, I'll take your word for it. As far as do we celebrate Christmas, it's an interesting question. I do not. What did he say?
Sense a lot of sexual tension between you two, bubbling under the surface.
It's not too far under the surface. It's really out there. Like
pretty overt.
It's pretty over the top. But you, I don't celebrate Christmas in my house. I was raised with a father who thought that was where you draw the line. As a Jew in the United States, you can celebrate Christmas at a friend's house, or we have some converts to Christianity in our family. You can celebrate it there, but you don't celebrate it in the house. You don't have a Christmas tree in the house, and so forth. So I can't do it in my house. I mean, even as a grown-up, I just...
So you don't have a Christmas tree?
We don't have a Christmas tree. I used to work on Christmas Day all the time.
Hanukkah bush?
No.
You're married.
What? Well, no, my mother-in-law has all of it.
The bush?
The Hanukkah bush, Christmas tree.
She has the whole Megillah?
They have the whole Megillah. She's got the niece making like little cookies that are in the shapes of both like pine trees and Jewish stars. So it's the whole Christmaka thing.
So there's a great commentary on this week's Torah portion by Rabbi Ari Kahn, and Joey claims to have prepared and have some points, and we're going to get to those right quick. Just to see if he's telling the truth. But Rabbi Ari Kahn sets the stage for this week's Torah portion. After a series of strategic negotiations and reversals of fortunes, the brothers of Yosef have procured food and are finally united and on their way home to their father. The performance of what they had first thought to be a simple task, buying food, turned out to be impossibly difficult, resulted in threats, arrests, incarceration, what seemed at the outset as unimaginable horror. But this is all behind them. They are free, mission accomplished. Shimon is with them, Binyamin is with them. Once again they are united, they are whole. At least they think they are united. There is one more brother who is still unaccounted for. He is apparently not on their minds, and soon the illusion of a peaceful trip home, with all their trials and tribulations behind them, will be shattered with a vengeance. So that sets the stage.
Yeah, well, and the illusion of, yes, well, that's certainly true, but that's not so much of a commentary as an observation. I mean, that's just a fact. They think that, okay, we're in luck, Egypt still has grain, but they get down there and they find out they're kind of assed out.
Welsh Dragon says, only kidding, guys, I'm sure you guys are alpha males, and he spells alpha, A-L-F-A-A.
Yeah.
A-L-F-A.
I like that one, actually. I think I'm going to go with the F. It's kind of like, that's right, alpha with an F. Like
alfalfa sprouts.
Or like...
Which are very gay.
Alfalfa sprouts are totally gay. Yes, thank you. I was kind of...
There's water up there if you don't want to sip from my cup.
Okay, thank you. Oh, look at those lovely... All right. Well...
So you had some points that you...
Yes. One of the things that I think leaps out at us from Miketz is that we've definitely got Joseph's character develops in between our previous portion by Shev and Miketz. He's and one of the commentaries I read said that first we've got a Joseph who's dreaming about grandeur and glory. He dreams of people bowing down to him. And after he screws up the first time, and his brothers punish him for his hubris, he just goes out and behaves the exact same way with Potiphar's wife. He's still into being handsome and how great he looks, and it gets him in trouble again. And only after the second time, when he gets then is sent to jail, then he kind of changes. He comes out, the dreams are it's no longer his dreams, it's no longer about his glory. He's looking at other people's dreams, and he's interpreting them kind of selflessly, and he tells Pharaoh, I can't even interpret dreams. It's just God doing them. So, and then I'll drive home the point in just a second, the discussion point. Then Philo, who was a great Jewish philosopher just after the time of Jesus, said that a person who makes the same mistake 3 times is kind of useless. And so here, he makes the same mistake twice before he learns to change the error of his ways and become more selfless. So, I thought that was interesting because I have always been puzzled by the idea that you could learn something really important from one simple mistake. I've had to make the same mistake again and again and again before I've learned to change my ways.